Howdy do, everybody. Welcome to Variety Conversation. I am Lady Walker. Okay, these kinds of situations are happening every day. And thanks be to God, these evil people are being exposed for who and what they are. They are a menace to society. So, former Sheriff Todd Wright out of Arkansas County resigned from his position after a 5-minute audio recording secretly done by the mother of his children was leaked and shared to social media. Old boy was having a racist rant and calling the mother of his children a nigger lover. Todd Wright repeatedly called a black grocery store worker nigger to his girlfriend, Desiree Middlebrooks. He really showed his true colors on how he feels about black people. What had happened was the former Arkansas Sheriff Todd Wright and his girlfriend was at a grocery store, and his girlfriend engaged in a conversation, probably small talk with a black employee, and y'all, this pissed off the former Sheriff Todd Wright, where he scolded his partner on how bad it looked for him for her to be talking with the grocery store black employee. His racist meltdown was not done in the presence of the black employee, but when he and his girlfriend were alone. He was ticked off because she had to holler at a effing nigger when he was around. And that's what he said. He said the word. But the idea, she was doing it in his presence, and he didn't like that, not one bit. Now, in the recording, he was heard using nigger 9 times. And some other things he said, okay? The recording was made months earlier. Now, the doozy of a whammy comes when he blamed his racist rant on the devil. Oh my word, he said the devil made him do it. Wait a minute. You said the devil made you do it? Oh my word. Look at that excuse. Many of people, when they are caught doing something wrong, they will use the devil as an scapegoat. He stated that he was angry with Middlebrooks because he had missed a funeral of his black friend. That's what he said. And then he wrote on a Facebook post, he says, "To all I have offended or hurt, I send my sincere apologies and will pray for my enemies." Oh, my word. He said he will pray for his enemies. What the heck? Pray for your enemies? Stop. Did it ever occur to him that he was an enemy to black people? And surely that wasn't a sincere apology, especially when he said he would pray for his enemies. Who are his enemies? Okay. Who are his enemies? I would say him. Okay. Other cockamamie things he said was that he was a Christian man. He reads his Bible every day, and he is by no means a racist. That the video does not show the true picture of who he is. You're right. Now, I don't know what his definition of a Christian is, and reading a Bible every day doesn't mean diddly squat if you don't practice it. And you just don't practice your Christianity only amongst family, friends, and your white race of people. You also practice it with people of other races, even if that race is the black race. And after accepting his resignation, the court also passed a motion to allow Wright to continue to be paid as contract labor until September the 30th. But he would not be an active law enforcement officer. Middlebrooks and Wright appear to no longer be together, and it's unclear how many children they share together. Oh, one more thing. Todd Wright has been with the Sheriff Department for 26 years, and the last 4 years was as elected sheriff. All right, then now, let's move on to some of the commenters, what they had to say about this situation. Okay, doke. General Public for You says, As despicable as it is, a person is well within their rights to dislike or hate people, but this doesn't apply to those individuals that have taken an oath to serve all members of the public. Sir P.R. Wellington says, "What a fool. The fact that this guy was in public service is sad. I would reevaluate all his cases, especially ones that involved people of color." Okay, Doke Oven Nail says, "Law enforcement is infested with supremacists and has been for decades." And then Celestis says, "Decades since the inception of this country." Yep. Captain Obvious says, "This prevents America from ever being great, and it seems to be either getting worse or is more exposed lately." And I would say both. Okay, ABC says, "Nice that he will be praying for his enemies. He should start by praying for his own rotten souls." I second that notion. Yes, yes, yes. Ask God to just take that nasty heart of his, that racist heart of his, just help him take it out. Take it out, Lord. Help me to be a better person, Lord. Help me, Lord. I don't want to be this racist scumbum. Scumbag that I am. Yeah, he certainly needs to pray and be serious with it. Okay, Miss Marbles says, "There are so many angry white men in this country that have acted in disgraceful ways towards minorities and women and run the show for years." True, true, true. "The tables are turning and they don't like it one little bit." Good. Okay, dope. Hot Yogurt 60 says, "They only know what they have been taught since birth, to hate." Yep, so many of people, so many of people are taught the wrong thing from birth. Yes, they are taught to hate somebody because of the color of their skin. They are taught to hate. They are taught to look at other people as inferior. They are taught to see themselves as superior. They are just taught to just be prejudiced in every way. It's just ridiculous. And then as they grow up, they don't realize that, you know what, I have been taught wrong, but that crap is passed down. Oh yes, it's a legacy that's passed down from one generation to the next. Okay, Summer Night says, "Imagine how he treated certain people as a sheriff, which is why these types of people need to be weeded out. They cause problems for the rest of police officers who are actually good people. It is also why people should not automatically side with police. There are people like this in uniform." Yep, that's so true. We, the people, sometimes, because it's a police officer and we want to trust what they say, yes, unfortunately, we automatically believe what they are saying is true. I mean, we look at them as a figure of authority, and they are. And they lie. It's not all of them. Some of them lie. And unfortunately, there are a race of people who is not going to believe that a police officer, especially as a white police officer, there is no way that that officer has committed a crime or doing what people are saying, at least the black race has said that this police officer had done. They don't want to believe that. So they are always going to get the benefit of the doubt. Dump says, "A person who has taken an oath to protect and serve a community and thinks like this in private has no business in law enforcement." You better say it, Dump. You better say it. J. Lowe says, "You can have your free speech to the end of time. Just make sure it doesn't undermine another individual of equal protection." I second that too. Romeo Camp Heaney says, "He will be back wearing a gun and badge. Todd Wright for Sheriff 2022. In the meantime, he will be working at Walmart." Well, he may not even be working at Walmart, but he will be back. He may get promoted to another county where he is sheriff or something. So, yeah, believe me, I'm pretty sure they will be taking care of him. Okay, Hot Yogurt 60 says, again, LOL. Poor thing. Hopefully, he'll stop feeling inferior to people he hates and just accept that he is. Quail says, "Sheriff, You, sir, are a disgrace to the uniform, the church, and human beings in general. You are not a godly man. Yep. G Milk says, I'm a Christian man. I read my Bible every day. Like that makes you a better human by default. Problem therein lies. I know. Just reading your Bible doesn't make you a better person. You're reading, but you got to put what you're reading to action. It has to become a part of you. You can read till the cows come home. You can read your Bible until the cows come home. It is not going to make you a better person until you put forth that, what you have read in your life. Okay? J.W. Lovelace says, it is extremely important to white supremacists to get in those type of positions because for them, it is how they stay in power. This audio speaks volumes. Exactly. They are always going to try to vie for that position or those positions because there in those position they can wreak all kinds of damage upon people of color or black people. Michael Libra says, don't forget to mention the doctors and school teachers. Yep, they're in every position under the sun. Maddie Davis says, sadly, some black people as well as white people will find a way to justify this sheriff's racism and mindset and raise a GoFundMe campaign for him. They will say the people he arrested or murdered didn't comply and were bad people, not victims. America is not great. It hates. Sad but true. They won't investigate this sheriff. Watch and see. I read that the city of Arkansas, they are still paying him until the end of the month. Call it compassion for the sheriff. Shaking my head. After listening to his racism and hate for black people, they turn around and reward him. I'm furious about that. If he was another race, you think the city would still be paying him? I feel the whole police department is like him. They knew how he is and talks to them that way. This will continue if he is hired in another town. Always has been and always will be. God is not pleased at all by this hatred and wickedness going on in today's society. Yep, that is so true, Maddie. Yep. So, beloved, there you have it. A few of y'all's perspective on former Sheriff Todd Wright, racist tirade. And for the rest of you all, feel free to share your perspective on the topic discussed. And in the meantime, y'all come back and visit me when you can. Okie doke. Ta-ta.